IShowSpeed wraps up Africa tour, highlighting the continent's cultural diversity. The American streamer and YouTuber IShowSpeed is on the final leg of a 28-day tour of Africa aimed at showcasing the continent's cultural diversity, which is often overshadowed by images of poverty and violence. "I've done so many incredible things in my life," he said during a stop in Botswana. "But this trip is different. It opened my eyes. Africa is not what I thought." The 20-nation tour across southern, eastern, and North Africa began in Angola in late December. He attended the Africa Cup of Nations final in Morocco on January 18th, then visited Senegal, celebrating the national soccer team's victory with fans, in Nigeria, where he passed 50 million YouTube subscribers and marked his 21st birthday. On Monday, he visited Ghana, trying jollof rice, meeting a traditional ruler, and receiving a massage at the Shea Butter Museum. "I am back home. There ain't no better feeling," the content creator, whose real name is Darren Watkins Jr., said upon arriving in Ghana, revealing that his ancestry traces to the West African country. He arrived on Tuesday in Namibia, likely the tour's final stop. For his Speed Does Africa series, Watkins streamed live on YouTube. In videos lasting up to 9 hours, he sampled local dishes, learned traditional dances, and challenged athletes, often shouting in excitement. Large crowds of his followers swarmed him at many of his destinations. Since the tour began, dozens of African-American internet users have expressed support in widely shared videos. Pape Seye, a 40-year-old resident of Dakar, highlighted Watkins' visit to the House of Slaves on Gorée Island, a symbol of the Atlantic slave trade that sent millions of Africans into bondage. "Americans, especially Black Americans, need to know that our histories are tied, that many of our ancestors might have been deported from Gorée," he said. Some critics have been more skeptical. Beninese influencer Nelly Mba, known online as Afro Chronic, said that Watkins embodies a Western expectation that young Black men be valued for spectacle rather than intellect. She said he's followed not for subtle humor, but for performing an absurd, exaggerated, and grotesque character. If he were to abandon this persona, the constant grimacing, shouting, and controversial remarks, his audience would likely disappear, Mba said. IShowSpeed has more than 50 million YouTube subscribers, 45 million Instagram followers, and 47 million on TikTok. He has built his brand on loud, exaggerated, and sometimes aggressive reactions that became his online persona, but also sparked controversy. In 2022, he was banned from a professional online gaming competition after a sexist outburst against a female player and briefly suspended from YouTube for showing sexual content in a video game.